Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm extremely excited to be presenting to you on what I put together as a concept in 2018. And this is a worldview which I have called HUDAMA Paradigm. So what is the HUDAMA Paradigm and why this particular framework? So HUDAMA Paradigm stands for HU, human, DA, data, and MA for machines. So when humans meet machines, what is created is known as data. The procreation between a human interacting with a machine is what leads to data. That is when data is born. Therefore, HUDAMA and paradigm, because we are having a transformation of the world and human life, leading to transformation of the human experience on planet Earth. So this is the core concept which I have put together. Let me explain what is my worldview. And from that explanation, we can derive the positive side as well as the disadvantage side or the negative side of what is about to happen in the world as we progress with the digital transformation of people and things. So take a look at this diagram. At the core of human existence today is the internet. Apart from nature-given consciousness based on which we have come about to live and feel our presence, our awareness, and live our life, we now have an additional input which is going into our consciousness and awareness, and that is powered by the internet. And this is so powerful, the internet, that it has become a gateway to human life and human experience. That is why the smartphone in your hand, which is powered by the internet, is extremely addictive. It has become an external appendage, so to speak. Now, the internet connects human beings on planet Earth, and this connection, of course, is not a physical connection but a mental, intangible consciousness connection. And that is the reason why people interact on social media 24/7, 365 days in a year. And this connectivity between human beings, smartphones, and the internet is forever feeding perpetually amongst each other, with each other, against each other all the time. This creates a lot of chaos. It creates a lot of value, and somewhere in between we need to find the balance. Every now and then the balance is lost, and this is something that we need to think about in a structured manner and come up with strategies so that we can have a sustainable and safe future which takes care of the well-being of not only human beings but of planet Earth and nature. So at the core of it is the internet. Human beings use the internet, and human beings are using the internet and connecting the machines or devices such as smartphones, your devices at home, your printer, your refrigerator, even your car, and everything in the office is being connected to the internet, therefore making the devices and machines smart. This is the revolution of Internet of Things, Industry 4.0. All of this is an endeavor towards making devices and machines smart. Smart means connecting them to the internet. Smart means being able to give data to the internet and receive information back from the internet, thereby establishing a communications bridge between human beings and the machines through the internet. So, the internet, along with the human beings connecting to the devices, this is one direction of movement, one direction that we have seen over the last 2 decades. And then these devices produce data, unimaginable amount of data, unimaginable. Google platforms, Amazon platforms, Netflix, and all platforms in the world, they are producing petabytes and hexabytes of data. And this is becoming a new world order. This amount of data all through human history is unprecedented. But this is only going to further increase, not decrease. Therefore, data in itself becomes a huge ocean. Just like the earth is 70% ocean, similarly, we will have data, more and more data, which is being born perpetually as this revolution progresses. And from that data, the platform intelligence, the AI agents within the platforms of the world, cloud platforms of the world, are becoming more and more intelligent. And intelligence in the form of artificial intelligence is able to convert this data into insights, into wisdom, into actionable insights on a second-to-second basis. And this is what is driving the world today as we speak. And this is completely revolutionary. This is not what was expected in the 20th century. But as we turned into the 21st century, as we got into the new millennia, world has changed for human beings in more ways than one. Apart from this pandemic, there is a silent revolution which is overcoming all of us, and that is the data deluge. So platform intelligence is increasing by the second. So as you can see, when we start with, let's say, Internet 1.0 version, and as we move across this value chain of data, connecting human beings and devices, and that producing data, and that data becoming intelligent insights converted into in the platforms, this cycle moves forward and the spiral again comes back with processing of time, comes back and feeds into the internet again. And this is formation of Internet 2.0, thereby increasing the awareness levels and modifying the consciousness of human beings all over the world on planet Earth. Now, the time taken for this cycle for Internet 1.0 to become 2.0 was a few years, but today the time taken is becoming a few days. In fact, simple example, the navigation systems and the maps that's being used on mobile phones and all other mobile devices, these maps are being updated in almost every 2 minutes across all the servers in the world in order to make sure that you get the latest information on your maps as you navigate from point A to B all over the world. That's an example. And there are several use cases of Internet of Things which are transforming legacy processes into fully digital environments. Physical architectures into phygital architectures, a combination of physical as well as digital, giving way to augmented reality and virtual reality value creation methodologies, which you are experiencing on a daily basis, even on your smartphone. But in the industrial world, it is becoming even more prevalent. Things are getting digitized. So this is the cycle of the HUDAMA paradigm, where Internet 1.0 is becoming 2.0, and this cycle continues perpetually, and it's a spiral which is always moving towards increasing its intelligence. Well, is this scenario that we are experiencing, that we are articulating, is this beneficial, or are we headed in the wrong direction? This is a fundamental question that we must ask as human beings, as creators of this technology, as well as consumers of these solutions which have come from these technologies. So, let me give you my perspective. On the positives, as you can see here, on the positives, number one, this kind of digital revolution that we're experiencing will unlock new opportunities. For whom? This will unlock new opportunities for everybody in the data value chain. Everybody. Let's take an example. Previously, it was not possible to provide world-class healthcare at home. Remote healthcare was not possible. Today, by connecting all of the medical equipment to the internet, by making them smart, and by providing internet connectivity, these devices can be used to provide remote healthcare to patients who need long-term healthcare at home, not in hospitals. Therefore, that's unlocking new opportunities. Second example, you have drones today mapping complete mining sites. They calculate what is the ore that has to be mined on a daily basis using image analysis, and they reduce the amount of wastage of ore, and they predict how much of mining activity needs to be conducted in what area, what geographic area in that micro location of the mines, using drone-based imaging intelligence solutions. That's unlocking new opportunities. Another example. Previously, it was almost impossible to navigate in areas which were not mapped. Today, using advanced geospatial imaging and advanced satellite technologies and satellite communications, we can map and navigate previously unnavigable places on Earth, and that unlocks new opportunities. So there are several examples, and all of those examples and use cases is what is leading to the digital revolution, and projects and entrepreneurs taking up building new startups in new areas to build new companies which can unlock this opportunity and economic value and increase the well-being and welfare of human life. So that is one aspect. Second, it can augment human capability. There are several laborious tasks which cause a lot of fatigue, bodily fatigue as well as mental fatigue. So intelligent machines connected to the internet can help people to augment their muscle power, their skeletal power, by providing exoskeletons which can increase a person's ability to carry weight, maneuver, lift cargo, and then make sure the productivity of the person has increased, at the same time making sure the fatigue levels and the stress and the health concerns are minimized. So exoskeletons which are intelligent machines augments physical capability of human beings on factory floors and in supply chain and warehousing and transportation sector. Another example is automation, robotic process automation, taking away transactional, boring and meaningless jobs which human beings were doing, such as data entry, and this is now being done by intelligent computing machines, computers and computing programs. And lastly, open and borderless ecosystems. This is the biggest advantage of the HUDAMA paradigm, because now you have all countries in the world on your platter for you to do business, as long as you have a digital version of your business. For example, I am speaking to you and uploading this video on YouTube in English. So people can watch a YouTube video in any country in the world in the language of their choice. This opens up a lot of economic opportunities for people from all countries in the world. They do not have to necessarily travel across geographic borders. They can conduct the business using the digital realm. So open and borderless ecosystems is truly beneficial for our development. Now, everything has a flip side, a negative side, which we have to be aware, and we cannot eliminate, but we must be aware, put in the frameworks to maintain the balance and make sure that the balance does not tip towards negativity. So the first negative is data delusion. There is a lot of fake news which is coming about, and people are using this particular process to create incorrect information, wrong information and illegit information, putting it out in order to create opinions, certain kind of opinions among the masses. And data delusion is extremely detrimental to all countries in the world, and it leads to wrong decisions. It leads to an impact which is completely negative for human beings and for the business of life. Therefore, we need to be extremely careful of data delusion. Wrong understanding created by using data in a very negative manner to create fake news. Second is mental health. Constant engagement on social media and excessive use of machines, smart machines and smartphones is leading to a lot of mental health issues. And this means that human beings have to make sure that they digitally detox every single day, every single week, every single month of their lives if they want to maintain a healthy balance between productivity, mental peace and happiness, and true human life in simple terms. This is in our hands, literally in our hands. We just need to switch off the phone and make sure we do not compromise our personal time when it comes to maintaining our peace and harmony and making sure we are happy and joyful on a daily basis. So mental health is a big concern. The last disadvantage, and a very important one, is artificial intelligence ethical frameworks. At the moment, does not exist anywhere in the world on clear-cut basis. There is no clear documentation on AI ethics, which is leading to a lot of conflicts and is leading to a lot of biases. So it's work in progress. People are figuring it out the hard way. People are figuring out this entire process of ethical framework, building ethical framework for artificial intelligence and making sure it's enforced and complied with and monitored. This is a huge challenge which we are creating for ourselves. Therefore, we must take sufficient care to make sure that AI systems and intelligent devices are always having governance models which can be controlled and the balance can be maintained to ensure human safety, human sustenance, and the planet's growth towards a green, sustainable life, and making sure we are on the path towards United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So this was my overview of the HUDAMA paradigm. I hope you found it interesting and gained some insights. Thank you.